Hello everyone! Take a look at these beautiful radish microgreens, ready to eat in just 7 days. Radish microgreens are the easiest and one of the fastest growing microgreens. I've never had a fail grow, so if you're a beginner microgreen grower, this is the microgreen for you. Radish seeds are also very inexpensive, with lots of varieties to choose from. These Minawasa radish seeds are just under $12 for a 1 pound bag. A 1 pound bag has approximately 56,000 seeds. That's a lot of microgreens. A 5 pound bag is a better value. You get 5 times the number of seeds for less than 3 times the cost of a 1 pound bag. But if you're just starting out, start out with a 1 pound bag. This is the cheapest of the radish microgreens. If you want something a little more elegant, say these purple radish, it's going to cost a bit more, but they will look gorgeous as a garnish or against the greens in a tossed salad. But any which way, radish microgreens are one of the most popular microgreens to grow. They add a nice spicy kick to any dish, and they are so easy to grow. They also label the seeds organic, heirloom, etc. So if you are specifically looking for organic seeds, you can find them easily. Johnny Seeds is another good source. Here you can see their radish seeds are the same price as True Leaf, but I think True Leaf has more variety, and no, I'm not sponsored by them, although that would be nice. Back to growing the microgreens. First, you'll need seeds, of course. This past summer, I grew 2 varieties of radishes to maturity, White Icicle and French Breakfast, and while I had a nice harvest from both, I also let some of the plants go to seed. The seed pods are actually edible when they're green, but once they turn brown and dry, then you can harvest the pods for the seeds inside, and that's what I did. I have a video on that if you're interested, but today we're using the seeds to grow microgreens. You can buy your seeds or grow them. Either way, you'll end up with a delicious, easy to grow crop of microgreens. Here's how I grew these. I started with 10-inch by 10-inch grow trays. You'll need 1 tray with drainage holes and then 2 trays without holes, one to act as a catch tray and the other to act as a blackout cover, so 3 trays altogether. Then you'll nest the tray with the drainage holes into the catch tray. That's the tray with no holes, and then fill it with a grow medium. For this grow, I'm using coconut coir. It's also called coco peat. It comes dehydrated, so you'll need to add water to this, and it will expand 5 or more times in volume, so a little goes a long way. Here I'm adding water, and then I'll wait an hour or so to let the coco peat absorb the water. Here are the seeds I've harvested from the pods from my garden. I'm not sure about the germination rate on these. For all I know, they could all be duds, but I doubt it. They look just like the ones you buy. I sprinkled 3 teaspoons of the seeds over the damp cocoa medium. Radish microgreens are very forgiving, so if you sprinkle a little too much, they will still grow fine. Too little, and it will be fine too, no worries. Try to sprinkle them as evenly as possible. Usually I use an old spice shaker, but these seeds had some bits and pieces from the pods, so I wasn't sure they'd shake out of the holes that easily. I gave the seeds a nice misting of water, and then I decided to sprinkle some more seeds around where I saw some empty spaces. Again, I wasn't sure about the germination rate on these homegrown seeds. As it turned out, most, if not all, the seeds germinated. Then I gave the seeds another misting. Next, I placed a tray without holes upside down on top of the seeds, and I'm going to put a weight on top of this as well. The weight can be anything around 5 pounds. The idea is to make sure the seeds are pressed down and have good contact with the grow medium, and for some types of seeds, the weight helps the hulls fall off more easily. Here I put a gallon jug halfway filled with water to weigh down the tray. Now there's nothing to do but wait until day 3. It's day 2 now, and usually I leave these alone until day 3, but let's have a look anyway, and you can see the radish seeds have germinated, and they are now at the sprouting stage. If I had grown these in a mason jar without any medium, then we could eat them at this stage as sprouts. And today is day 3, and now you can see why I usually leave the tray alone until day 3. These radish microgreens have popped up their heads and are looking around. Guess what they're looking for? Light! That's right, they're looking for some light, and I'm going to give it to them. Here they are under a Mars Hydro LED light. This is the 600 watt light, and it's perfect for microgreens. The microgreens should get at least 12 hours of light a day. In general, I keep my grow lights on 16 hours a day and off 8 hours at night, but you can get away with 12 hours a day for microgreens. It's hard to believe, but today is the very next day, day 4. It's amazing what the light does for the plants. There are still some hulls on the leaves, so I like to brush the tops every day, and I think that helps them fall off. I don't know, but by the time I harvest these, there won't be any hulls on the leaves. I feel the cocoa coir with my finger, and it usually still feels damp the first 4 days, so I don't water them again until day 5 or day 6. I've started bottom watering my microgreens with a self-wicking system that works really great. I'll make a video on that soon, but this tray was watered the old-fashioned way, like rain, from the top. I didn't have to water this tray until day 5. Today is day 6, and these microgreens are really, really beautiful. Take a look at that. They are ready to harvest. Since I use radish microgreens a little at a time, not all at once, I snip off just what I need and let the rest grow over the next couple of days. Usually I can let these grow for another 4 or 5 days, snipping just what I need. Once the microgreens get to day 10 or so, then you'll have to harvest them and keep them in the refrigerator. You'll know when they start to put out a second set of leaves, and then you really need to harvest them. I think they keep fresher while they're still growing rather than harvesting them, so that's why I wait and harvest a little at a time as I need them. So if you've never grown microgreens, these are the easiest and fastest to grow. Go ahead, get some seeds, and grow some today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye!